go on crude oil. All right, the bottom line, guys, is this. It's not hard. Same setups we're working for 31 years on high value and low value. We have a trend filter built into the system. These templates are already pre-made for you. You can trade these on any market. I don't care if you trade the S&P 500, etc., oil, gold, you can trade crude, Dow minis, NASDAQ futures, whatever, stocks, Forex. This trend filter, the major one, the first thing you do is when you first log in, you don't look at market delta, this gray template. You don't look at J signal. You don't look at anything. You look at the trend filter. And the trend filter, if it's pointed down, you look at that magenta MA, this little peak moving average here. If it's angled down, you want to sell retracements. That's the bottom line. If it's angled down, you want to, the first order of business is to sell high value area. Now, high value area is put on the chart by these red dots and this red line. It's automatically put on for you. These are static levels that will not move until they're updated. And these solid red, control point blue, green is LVA. They will move with price and lock themselves in. Once they lock themselves in, you can trade off of them. So you can see we had a static level at 48.27. So our trend filter says, hey, we got to sell retracements only. Sell high value area. All right. Trend filter down, you want to sell high value. So when the market retraces within 2 ticks of 48.27 on high value area, here's 48.27, you want to watch for market delta to close red. You can see on this retracement, it was green all the way up. It's a very simple setup, one of the easiest setups in the room to see. Green market delta all the way up, buyers. Now what market delta does, this is all part of volume. Volume pushes price up, volume pushes price down. When there's an imbalance of volume, that's what market delta does. It educates us to know where to find turning points. So right when this closes red, that's negative market delta. And look at the number is 247. Anything on crude oil, I got a proprietary Renko bar I use. I don't like using minute bars, range bars, volume bars, tick charts on market delta. They're not effective, I found. This Renko bar really picks up the market imbalance. So what we got here is we have a negative 247. You cannot miss this trade. It's one of the easiest setups you can do in your sleep with this thing, because your angle's so hard down. Our methodology is to sell the first test of high value. This high value is all by itself. You cannot miss this trade. It's one of the easiest ones that we'll see because it's all by itself. The first test of high value in a downtrend, negative market delta over 247. So once that closes red, your catastrophic stop is 15 ticks on these trades on crude and gold. Now, crude moves per dollar barrel, so 48, 49, 50, etc. Between those dollars are 100 ticks. Each tick is worth $10 a tick. So you have a maximum loss of $150 on each trade, meaning you put a 15 tick stop on crude no matter what per one contract. You are not going to risk in this room more than $150 per one contract. But what we do, you can lower your risk by putting your stop 2 ticks above the swing high after entry. So the average stop is going to be right around 12 ticks, 12 to 13 ticks. If you hit it right away, right around 12 ticks, you're risking $120 to $130 per trade. All right, so that's your maximum risk. In any market you trade, I don't care what you trade, your stop should be 2 ticks above that swing high after entry. It's a really good way to do it. So when that closes red, and you know it's a sell imbalance at 247, you got yourself an entry. All right, so the entry, you want to enter. Now, when you scale out, a lot of traders go for the first 10 ticks to scale out, or use my symmetry dots, which are over here on this J signal chart. These blue small dots, you can use that to scale out your contracts for the runner. So you can see what the market's done. It's went from HVA down to LVA. It's called a coast-to-coast trade. HVA to LVA. You'll see thousands and thousands of trades that will do this. So we'll go from one side of market profile to the other side of profile. So when you scale your contracts, you know you can bail right into the low value, the lows down here of the market. All right, but that's just very simple setup we have in the room. If the trend filter's down, sell red. If the trend filter's up, buy green when it comes within 2 ticks and market delta. Not hard, very easy to understand, very easy concept. Remember, market delta is not used first. It's used last because that shows us the volume imbalance. The whole thing with market delta, it's all based upon volume. So if volume shows an imbalance, that's when we want to get in on a close of the imbalance. Okay, and you look how the market reacts off these levels. It reacted right off the high of HVA. It's reacting right off the low of LVA. And look what it did, 248. Anything over 200 is a major imbalance. So market delta and market profile, those two combinations called the low of crude and the high of crude, both together. So it's real nice, the combination. You let market profile, the methodology states this. Trend filter tells us the direction. Market profile sets the trade up. Market delta pulls us in the trade. All right. Now this is what's called a motive wave, is this sell, and this right here is a corrective wave. So both are qualified trades in the room. You're allowed to take both sides. Now the reason you're allowed to take both sides of the market on the lows and the highs is because this is with trend filter down. Sell the first test of high value. And if you look on J signal, the only time you can take a counter trend trade against the overall trend is if you get back inside of LVA, look for the first retracement and positive market delta. Here's the first time it gave us positive market delta. It did not give us on the first Fibonacci dots. It gave us on the second one. Right there it is. You're inside of LVA. The best time is take it at the session lows. There's positive 248. There she goes. Okay.